Well, it's supposed to be the last day of the big freeze, and of course they sent us a ice storm to finish it off with. Frozen rain, so everything's coated in that. It's gonna make it that much slower to get rid of it, but there's supposed to be some rain coming in on top now. Hope everybody made it through this freeze without too much difficulty. I spent a couple of days trying to get ready for it. I had to wash Crocs and get Crocs in all the rabbit cages. My recirculating water system will work down to the low 20s, but we were going to be down in the low teens, so I actually shut her all down, blew everything out, hoping I won't have any leaks to repair. But I don't know, it took me a whole day just to prep everything to keep it from freezing, and I probably could have fixed the leaks in 3 hours, so not sure I saved any time. But we spent the last 3, 4, 5 days watering the rabbits a couple times a day. So what I wanted to show you was they will lick ice. Here's one licking it right now. I haven't got the water in. And they will, can consume quite a bit of their water through their ice. Here's some that are, way down. So they don't need that bowl completely filled every day. They learn really quickly to, get in there and drink the water when you bring it. But like I say, we bring it a couple times a day, so they can get caught up on it. And the ones that lick those down really good, gives you a bigger area to put it. A couple of days that it was really cold, I brought out some warm water to put in there just to help keep it from freezing a little longer and melt out a little that was in there for them. So we got through pretty well. We lost a few rabbits, which we have so many we lose rabbits anyway. But when it gets this cold, the ones that are struggle even more. So it just happened. It wasn't, we didn't lose lots, so that was good. We'll get in here and take a look at my water tank. So I threw empty feed sacks on stuff too as extra insulation. My whole water system here hopefully didn't break. That's where it comes in. But this is the tank that I run my recirculating out of. It's in an insulated box here, not heavy insulation, just a little bit. And then this tank takes the water out and it returns back here, so it'll circulate. So I can warm the water here, circulate it through, and like I say, it'll work down into the low 20s. But then it's 1/2-inch pipe, so it gets a little cold spot, here and there, and when it gets down in the teens, and it will break, or freeze up. So then we just use these water cans and we can just dip them in this tank, and it's fairly warm water because there's a heater back in here running. And it's worked really well. We've gotten through the whole thing without having to refill this tank. And probably by tomorrow I can get regular water up and running for them again. So anyhow, like I say, I hope you guys made it through the freeze okay. I know some of you guys are out of power for quite a while too, which would be, could be a real bummer here. With these tanks as reserve, I don't have to worry about the well not running, because we could have watered rabbits out of this. My mules get turned out so they can drink out of the creek because there's no water in the barn. We learn to get through this stuff. Anyhow, like I say, I hope this catches you guys all making it through. A couple other tools that have come in pretty handy. My old logging boots make it a heck of a lot easier to get around out there with that sheet ice. Susan got me a pair of heated gloves that plug in. They're really a pretty good pair. She's actually ordered me another one because they only go about 5 hours. But when it was super cold, I had these on under my heavy wool stuff because you're going to get your hands wet dipping in the tanks and watering the rabbits and things and touch metal. So it made it doable to get out there and take care of the chores in a timely fashion and safely. So the other things I'm glad that we have: the wood stove, a nice drying rack for drying my gloves when I come in, and a place to sit and clean saddles. This is good work to get done when it's so nasty outside. You shouldn't be out doing anything. Just sit here by the wood stove, drink tea, and clean saddles.